we are gonna start to work that core, zipping it back together, and we're standing up. So there won't be as much intensity on those muscles, especially since they're weak. We're gonna keep ourselves lifted. Right foot in front. I want you to step your left foot back, and I want you to bend into both knees, bending more into your right knee, hinging over that hip, zipping your pants up, and then place one hand on top of the other. And all I want you to do is drive that left knee forward. I want you to draw your elbows out, pull your chest back, and find a beautiful C-shaped curve in your spine. 3, 2, 1. Zip up your pants. Here we go. I want you to move slow. This isn't about keeping a tempo. This is about slowing it down and feeling that engagement. Exhale as that knee drives. To get a beautiful stretch in the back of your leg, lower that heel down, and then you lift it up. Press off the balls of your feet, push off those toes, and that's what helps you push off the floor and drive that knee. Good. Take a 30-second break. We're gonna stand on that right side the whole time we walk up this ladder, and then we'll shift to that opposite side. Your next move after your knee drivers is a beautiful, graceful wood chop. So I want you to sweep your arms, palms are together, on the outside of that right foot, and I want you to tap your right toe as you lift up and over to the top left corner. Squat down, up and tap. Knee drivers come first. Good. Find that beautiful pelvic tilt. Pull your chest towards the wall behind you. Belly button reaches towards your spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. I want you to press those palms down with as much intensity as you drive that thigh all the way up and in. Here it goes, straight away. Up and tap. Weight is in both heels, and then it shifts to that left foot. Drop it down, belly in. Option if you feel like, yeah, my chest is way too large right now. Bend your elbows, and that'll allow you to get up and around that chest. Belly in, pull it away from the floor. Take your 30-second break. Third exercise. You're gonna lower your left forearm onto that left thigh. You wanna pivot your heel. So pivot on that foot, lift your heel up, and then you're just gonna drive and open up those knuckles to the back wall, and then it's as if you're pushing into muddy water. Push that palm down. Drive to open up. Push down, but first, let's drive that left knee. Exhale. Beautiful. Every time that foot comes off the floor, I want you to zip your pants up. I want you to find a pelvic tilt. Chest pushes away, belly button in towards your spine. Relax those shoulders. Make sure your neck stays nice and long. Good, beautiful wood choppers. Nice and slow. If you don't like your palms together, keep your hands shoulder width apart, but make sure your chest stays in between those hands the entire time. You can also hold a block or a book in between those hands to make sure you stay shoulder width apart. Beautiful. Let's fight that muddy water. Push down. Inhale, lengthen. All the way up. Good. Stack those shoulders. Open up nice and tall with that right hand, and then pull it down. Heavy, heavy, muddy water. Use your chest to support that core work. Take your 30-second break. Your fourth move, stepping up and across. I want you to bend your knees. Take a beautiful side body bend, feeling the length on that right side. And then you have two options here. You either tap your foot, bend your knee, bend your elbow, or you take that long stretch and then you touch your toes. Long stretch. First, let's start from the top. 4 moves in a row. Slow and steady wins the postpartum race, right? It's not about how fast. It's about regaining your balance, your stabilization, and your strength. That's it. Standing on one foot can be hard, so you can keep that foot grounded if you need to, and then advance as you feel like you get a little bit stronger. And lift. It's like you're pulling a cable down and across, and then you're also holding strong without just releasing that cable and letting those weights slam down, right? Push and tap. Pull it down and across, up and around. Good. Left forearm, right heel is up. Lift. Hinging into that left hip. Right heel is lifted. Good, open, expanding through your chest. Top hip opens up. Top hip pushes down as you close that palm. Good, let's take a side body stretch and a toe tap. Or side body stretch, tap, knee to elbow. It's up to you. I would like to announce that I'm 16 months postpartum, right? So I've gained a lot of strength back. I will follow my body, and I expect you to follow yours. Take your 30-second break. Last move. Feet are hip distance apart. Roll those shoulders up, down and back, ear, shoulders, hips stacked. And all you're gonna do is dip down to the right. Bending your knees, slightly tucking your tail to neutralize your spine may feel a little more achievable to get that full range of motion. All 5 moves in a row. Get prepared. Here it is. Drive that left knee, not just forward. I want you to forward and scoop it up, right? And then you feel that hip joint come all the way up and through. Engage your core below your belly button. This movement, lifting overhead, pulling down, will work above the belly button. Let's chop some wood. Don't forget you can grab a ball or a book to help you keep your hands shoulder width apart. Your chest must follow in between those hands the whole time. So if your hands are together, your chest is always center of those palms. Pull it down. Lift it up with control. My favorite one. Lift that back heel up. Up and lift. Little tilt in that pelvis. Pretending that it's clear blue water makes this easy. Pretending it is heavy, heavy muck makes that resistance so much more intense. Good. Step that right foot back and across. Curtsy. Press and lift. Sweep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, strengthen. Inhale, tall. You are getting tall in your right side because you're steady and stable in that left hip. You're not sinking. You are lifted. Fifth move, hip distance apart. Good. Knees are slightly bent if you need to. Here's how you can tell you're doing this move correctly. This left shoulder stays stacked on top of the right. It doesn't roll forward, right? Your hips and knees aren't swaying front to back, drop it down, pick it up. It's as if you are in between two walls and you have no space, front and back, only side dip down. Good, take your 30-second break. We're gonna do all 5 moves on the right or the left side now. Standing into that left leg, driving that right knee, 5 in a row, then 4, 3, 2, 1, done. And you'll be that much closer to rebuilding that core. Take your time. I will lead you and cue you through all of those moves, starting with those beautiful, long, steady knee drivers. Zip up your pants, hinge through that left hip, exhale. Extra stretch by dropping that heel down, tucking that left hip under, hinging forward, and then lifting that heel off, pushing through the ball of your feet, releasing toe ball heel. Releasing heel ball toe, landing toe ball heel. It would help you if I said it in the right order. One more. Wood chop. Up and around, over towards that left pinky toe. Chest is proud. Weight is in those heels. Pull. Pull down and across. Good, you're drawing a diagonal line. If you need something to help this make it easier with that chest, grab something shoulder width apart. Pull down. Lift up. Left heel is lifted on that right thigh. Pull. Press. Squeeze. Inhale. Belly button to the back wall. Zip those pants up. That is that. Cue. You may not feel a ton, but envisioning that lower belly pulling all the way up and in, zippering shut. We have our curtsies. Curtsy, tap, crunch. This will help you with your balance. If you feel like you can step it up a notch, go ahead and try. Extending that leg out of your hip is a longer lever. It's more intense on your core. It involves more balance. Side dips, lean, lean. Bending those knees, neutralizing your spine. Right shoulder stays stacked. Keep your chest open. Beautiful. Belly in. Hips stay square. Leaning up and over that left hip. Good, take a break. No more hip leans. 4 moves in a row. Full 30-second recovery. Stay upright. No sitting. No dropping your chest below, or your heart below your hips. Stay tall. And let's get ready. Elbows up, soft, round. C-shaped curve in your spine, right? So from the top of the head all the way to the tail. Find that beautiful C-shaped curve. Pull your shoulder blades apart. Point those toes. Get that heel off of the floor. Push off the ball of your foot. Elbows out. Hold a beach ball the whole time. Pull it down. Chop that wood. Beautiful. Long, controlled diagonal line. Your chest follows those thumbs if your hands are together, or it stays right in between those hands. Yes? Squeeze, tap. Open up that left hip, squeeze your bum. Pull it down and across. Here we go. Heel up. Squeeze it down. Big, muddy water. Good, lengthen through your spine, tail to head. Yeah. And then it's almost like you're just opening the top part of your rib cage, and then you're zippering it shut. Opening it up. Side curtsy. Tap knee to elbow. Or lengthen those arms, lengthen those legs. Woo! Keep those hips square, or else you will be off balance. Stand up tall in that right leg. Don't let that hip sweep out. Ground through that heel. Awesome job. It may not feel like much, but it also may feel like, holy smokes, right? Standing abdominal work is a totally an approachable way to re-strengthen your core postpartum, right? After that baby, when everything's been overstretched, everything feels weak, and you're like, yeah, I have no control. This is a perfect way to invite some strength back into your life. Here we go. Focus on your breath. When you exhale, I want every little bit of that breath to push out of your system before you get new fresh air back in. Which means that last little stagnant breath, get it all out. Chop that wood, big line, straight down and across. Beyond that pinky toe, right? So don't stop here. Bring it up and over on the outside of your thigh. Even if that means you don't squat as low, I still want you to pull and rotate just as much. Press and take off. Pull that cable down and across. Here it is. The last exercise before your break. Press, pull, open, down, squeeze. Lower, lift, take your break. 2 exercises to go? Yes, 2 to go. And then 1, and then done. Enjoy this break. While you're breaking, what does your posture look like? Have you just given everything up, right? Keep the integrity in your posture. Practice the way you stand, the way you cook dinner, the way you grocery shop. Zip those pants up, tighten across that seatbelt. We will retrain. Elbows out. Drive down. Same murky, muddy water, so you have to push those palms in with that same intensity. Pull that knee and thigh all the way up, and then you step it back with control and balance. Last exercise, straight away. You don't have to sink low. I want those heels to stay even. Weight distribution in those heels. Down and across. Press up, explode. You don't have to go super duper low. Belly and chest proud. Take your break. Last move, it's only 1 time. Beautiful controlled knee drivers. You'll bend into that left knee. Tuck that left hip under. Right hip stays open, but it's not turned out. Hinging over, you're automatically fighting gravity. Your core is activated. Squeeze your booty. Hands up. Let's go. Final 30 seconds. Drive down. Press. Good. It's hard to step back, shift your weight, and balance on one foot. Guess where that's also working? Your trunk. So don't underestimate how challenging it is, not just to drive up, but it is to step back. You've done it.